The African continent is said to be sending the right message to the world at the 54th World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. That's the word from Multichoice Group CEO Calvo Mawela. Our business editor Xolani Mbanjwa is standing by to get into conversation with the CEO of Multichoice. It's over to you, Xolani Mbanjwa.
Thank you very much, Tutu. Yes, that is quite correct. And it's the similar messaging we've heard from the other Team SA members, including Ibrahim Patel, who said that the world really owes Africa. And it's something that is quite important when the African continent comes to the World Economic Forum. And we heard the Standard Bank Group CEO, Shabalala, as well, with a similar message saying that there needs to be a fairness when the rest of the world deals with the African continent. Yes, I'm joined by Multichoice Group CEO Calvo Mawela here at Davos. Thank you very much for your time. Let's talk about the messaging around the African continent being represented well here. Are we being heard as the African continent when we meet and engage with world leaders here in Davos?
Good afternoon, Xolani, and good afternoon to your viewers back home. I think the World Economic Forum this year, Africa is felt right across the conference halls, right across the corridors, right across the discussions that are being held. And there is a positive sentiment that is coming through. If you look at Nigeria, for instance, when it comes to what they position themselves, they've been able to demonstrate that the reforms that the world has been asking them to take a step in that right direction. With us having a presence in Nigeria, they are already moving in that direction. They removed the double exchange controls that we used to have, where there was a parallel market and an official market. They've removed the fuel subsidy that everybody has been complaining about, that it's taking a lot out of the fiscals. And they're here strongly and firmly saying we are open to business and we are demonstrating that we are prepared to take the hard decisions. It will be short-term pain, but for long-term gain. And I think that is coming across very well at World Economic Forum this year.
What's in it for Multichoice, being a massive broadcasting company on the continent and playing a huge part around the world? What's in it for you being here at WEF 24?
Yeah, for Multichoice, we come here really to get to understand what is happening across the world and be able to draw inspirations in some of the developments that are happening elsewhere. And at the same time, being able to take cognizance of how, for instance, the IMF, the World Bank, who have representation here, are viewing where the world economy is going to go. If we think that the world economy is going to grow, then Africa, we know, is also going to benefit out of that, which helps us in preparation of business plans in this coming financial year, for us to be able to either tighten our belts much more or invest much more, because there is a tailwind coming our way. And if we are going to face a headwind, then we're able to go back to our executives and say, we think things are not on the innovation side, on the technology side. We are also on the cusp of technology. And the big buzzword this year is AI, as you have already heard from many speakers in Davos. And that is an area that we are beginning to focus on as a business. There are a lot of things that have been said. For instance, the UAE says they already have AI that helps in having each individual student having their own tutor. That is massive for students to be able to do well in classes and be able to prosper economically going into the future. As a business, we are getting good lessons around OpenAI. We've listened to Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella speaking about what they are doing on Copilot. And those are things that are going to help us run an efficient business that can be able to deliver more things much quicker than we have ever done before.
Let's talk about the business. Any update on Showmax? We've heard that if there is a ready investor who wants to buy in, you will not hesitate to take the message to shareholders. Any updates on the Showmax front? Because it's such an important part of Multichoice is offering in terms of the challenge, the competition that is there on our shows when it comes to streaming services that we already have.
Yeah, I mean, we've just relaunched Showmax, and it was a very successful launch. Many people have commented about how the launch came across. It was sleek. The brand is vibrant. If you look at how it came across, it shows that a lot of work has gone as a team to try to make sure that the relaunching of Showmax 2.0 comes across as competitive as any of the other global competitors in the world. And we are demonstrating that by putting the money behind it. We are investing about 3 billion rands into this Showmax 2.0, which means more local content, which means more people are going to get employed. There is a lot of emphasis on the English Premier League, where we are bringing the English Premier League in your pocket, 380 games live in your pocket on a mobile phone. And there are a lot of excitement that is coming across in that. If you look at the pricing as well, it's as attractive as ever. Showmax used to be about 99 rands. Now we have relaunched it at 89 rands. We give you all the 380 games live on your mobile phone at a price of 69 rand. It just demonstrates the amount of investment and confidence that we have on the continent. And we think this product is going to be a winner across the continent.
Calvo Mawela, the Multichoice Group CEO, thank you very much for your time. A lot is expected by the African leaders who are here at the African continent, and they are making their presence felt, and they are making their voices heard to make sure that we get the dividend that the continent deserves when it comes to these engagements, such as the World Economic Forum. Back to you, Dudu, in studio.
Xolani Mbanjwa, thank you very much for that. Our business reporter out in Davos, Switzerland.